In last month's video diary, we talked about the need to remove all the planes that are parked on the 12 acres of this airport that are scheduled to be the first to be converted into a park. And since then, there's been some progress. The owners of those planes have been given notice to move them somewhere else by March the 15th. And a park designer, Mark Rios, has been appointed to actually start designing the park. I plan to talk to him about what he's been doing at the end of this month.
But the big news right now is that the largest airport tenant, Ganell Aviation, has been persuaded to leave. And when the city's airport advisor Nelson Hernandez took me to the building they once used, the lobby was empty. But that doesn't mean the jets have gone. Indeed, some of them are still parked outside. I asked Nelson Hernandez why.
Well, they have about 80 subtenants. And what we've done is we're giving them an opportunity to apply to remain. We will make that decision based on the leasing policy that will come to the City Council, and we reserve all our rights as landlord and property owners to make that judgment.
Now, why are you giving them an opportunity to remain, bearing in mind there are big jets there, the jets that everyone has been complaining about, the noise, pollution, danger, etc. Why don't you simply say, I'm sorry, Ganell has gone, you're going too?
Right. Well, we're going to go through a process, and we think the process is fair to everybody. Anybody who wants to remain can apply. If they don't want to submit an application, they don't have to, and they can leave.
The next company Santa Monica is trying to evict from the airport is the flight school Justice Aviation, and they're fighting their removal in court. And the next big decision about what kind of leases the rest of the tenants should be offered will come when the City Council meets on March 22nd. Fears have been expressed that jet owners might be offered long-term leases.
Well, I don't want to, prejudge what the council is going to do or not. We're going to make a recommendation about leasing policy and the terms and conditions, and then we'll see. But I anticipate these are going to be very short lease terms that we would offer.
And okay, fine. So you're not likely to be offering 3-year leases.
Well, let's see what happens at the City Council, but I would say that what we're going to propose are going to be very short-term leases.
Even while Mr. Hernandez and I were speaking, Santa Monica's mayor was opening a letter from this man, Steve Brown, the Chief Operating Officer of the National Business Aviation Association, which represents 10,000 corporations that use jets to fly corporate chiefs around the United States in luxury. The letter said that Santa Monica's fight to assert control over its airport, quotes, may lead to the termination of all federal transportation grants to the city, close quotes, effectively meaning that no more money would be available to keep the roads safe and Santa Monica's big blue buses running.
Which at least has the virtue of clarity. If the 1% are denied the perks and privileges they've got used to, including Santa Monica's airport, they'll strike back at the most basic services its citizens rely on. We'll see how the council responds to this threat on March 22nd.